All right, and we're recording. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm wishing you the best of the best and the happiest of all you boys and girls, all genders in between, bears, bulls, wolves. You're all one big family to me. Just like always, I love to have you here. Now, one big family. We're all dealing with the same mess, right? Everybody is in the same situation, looking at a very similar chart, depending on what kind of drawings you made on it. But the basics are the same. We're all looking at the Bitcoin price range, and we're trying to figure out how we can profit from this situation. If you saw yesterday's video, you should know that on here we're day trading, so we trade derivatives. We try to make money off of uptrends, sideways markets, downtrends. Doesn't matter if the market decides to go in circles. As long as you know what's happening, then you can make money off of it. And that's the whole deal of, putting time in this, right? If you put time in something, you want to make money, right? Yeah. And if you're not making money, then it's a learning curve. So that's also bringing you some value, which, is a good thing in the long run. All right. So without further ado, we're going to launch the intro and then we'll get ready to dive deep. Oh yeah, the running of the wolves. I really love this one. I'm very, very stoked of those intros. Can't get enough of seeing them. Maybe one day I'm gonna have to find a way to elaborate a little bit more on it. But for now, I think this is just perfect. Now let's have a look at the charts. I think we can remove at least those boxes here. Because I don't think they are very valid anymore. This was for yesterday's read, and as you can see, it played out just perfectly. It's not that I'm trying to play for Oracle or something, but yeah, it's just the way it is. You set all different kinds of ranges and you estimate what kind of result they will give, and then yeah, you try to prepare for the situation, like just getting ready to get a push in the back instead of falling over. You take momentum, you make speed, and you just start going, and that's what we do, right? So first things first, I'm gonna go over to the 1 hour chart. I'm gonna move this away so you guys see a little bit better. Yesterday I changed this. Yesterday I started to notice this little potential trend line. Obviously, the stochastic RSI dropped below, made a little swipe up. Seems like support turned into resistance and pushed the curve back down into the bearish control zone. So remember, below the 30, this means that we are in a bearish momentum. The longer we stay down here, the longer the trend, the move to the downside is going to keep on going. Same goes for when we are above the 70 line. As you can see right here, this is all massive uptrend. So yeah, this is how I use this indicator. It's not a way for me to set my trades, sell at the high and buy at the bottom. It just doesn't work like that. But it gives me a little bit of an idea, like is the downtrend still going to continue? As long as we're under the 50, basically, yeah. Once we start rising above, then you will also see on the price action that actually the momentum, the price is starting to shift to the upside. So this is how I use the stochastics, nothing more, nothing less. It's just a little bit of a side check to see if what I am seeing actually makes sense. right? Now, the most important indicator to me is the RSI, the regular RSI, the relative strength index, because with this one, together with the price action, oh, and it's reward time, sooner than expected, but beautiful. Hope you guys have your page ready, get.incent.com. Be ready to write down the code, and 12 seconds, more or less, here it comes. I'm really happy. Some people have been redeeming the codes, especially Charles has been on it like a hawk. I'm very happy for you. Now, let's see, blah, 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 blah. And it's WO-ACM1J. WO-ACM1J. Write it down, redeem it, and put it in your pocket. Don't worry, I'm giving you guys a few minutes. I'm just going to adjust the chart, and I will be making a few markings on the chart so you guys know which areas we're going to be looking for. But nothing that you can't miss. There we go. All right, Kroyer pocketed the tokens. Good stuff. Congratulations. Nice one. Now, let's have a look. This will be a key area of interest. Maybe we're going to do the two together like this. And then, of course, this one here. I don't think we're going to go any further than that. Beautiful, beautiful. And then, of course, the low end. This is going to be important. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So as you already know, if you've been following my channel, then you know that I use the RSI reads to calculate with the reverse RSI calculator from Pig. I try to calculate the range in which a potential bearish or bullish divergence could start to be expected. Okay, very important that you take the words the way I say them. Okay, it could start to be expected. Even if on that area we get a little bit of a pushback, it's not confirmed unless we create a nice move in the opposite direction, breaking the prior high or low. Dear Lord, super happy, Charles. Yes, pocket those Incent tokens. Good stuff, good stuff. So now that everybody's back, let's dive into the analysis of those reads. So we have, for the first one, we have an RSI level at 67.5. Let's do that. 67.5, and this gives us a 34,700. So 34,700, that's quite a range above the prior high. So 34,700 is right here. And we're going to draw this all the way down here. I'm even gonna allow the box to touch the wick of this other little bit lower local low, because I think the area just lines up anyway. And we are going to make this orange because we like the orange. Orange means it's not unbreakable, but it will be a potential area, especially if you look at the volume profile, how it lines up, how the box lines up with this huge node right here. I think this has a lot of potential to really be a to form a rejection there. And now on the downside, no, let's not do the downside. Let's keep going first with this one. I'm all over the place. That's the coffee. That's the coffee. Yeah, you're welcome, Charles. Really, I'm super happy that you used the opportunity to take possession of those tokens. you know. So actually what I just noticed is that on the 1 hour chart we already have a bearish divergence with this whole area, and that's the orange areas that we marked off yesterday. So yeah, basically there's no need to look even further on this one right here. I think we're gonna jump straight away to the next high. Maybe I can drag this, the one over here. Yeah, I think this one is gonna give us a little bit more information. So let's see, 75.2, 74, 60, no, 73. So let's go with 75. I think 75 should do it. You see, like, you cannot ask a bot to make those calculations for you. There's just no way that that the bot will perform well when it needs to make a calculated average and stuff. So basically, reaching the level where we could negate this bearish divergence, we are already entering the next territory right here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make this box red, because right now we are dealing with an inverted momentum, and maybe the green is gonna come at the bottom. Or is it gonna confuse people? This might confuse you guys, right? You know what? Let's go with green. You know, let's map the chart the way bulls would read it. So, you know, if it does the opposite thing, then obviously as a bear you want to do the opposite thing. But yeah, let's just keep going the way we're used to go, because I don't want to get you guys all confused. Now, the bottom end, let's look at this. We have two areas actually. We have one where I'm gonna draw a array, and the next one which is going to be the limit. Okay, so let's do it like this. We got 24.7 and 20.6. Let's do 24.7 first, and this would be sitting at 29,600. So yeah, just above the volume node. Okay. How are we going to mark this off? Because actually the potential bullish divergence would still be a higher low. So I want to make this as readable as possible. So we're gonna make the second one and set it here. So remember this, in between those lines, there is a potential area of support that would be based off of this highest local low. So we're gonna remove this. We're gonna zoom this a little bit out, and I'm gonna make it marked off so that you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this one. Okay, now the other one that was 20.6. Let's have a look. 20.6, and what does it say? 28,740. 28,700. Okay, so I can remove this one in that case. Oops. Also this, oh no, not this one. Jesus, what am I doing? There we go. And we make another box, and this one will be coming from here to here, and that will be the red one. Red one. Cool. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. This is starting to look like something we can work with, right? Okay, so now that we have done this, let's go over to the higher time frames. Let's see if we see some agreeing, some of this agreeing with what we saw on the lower time frame. And then maybe we can clear this chart up a little bit. So 69.8, 69.8, we got 38,000. That's actually just smack in the middle. Okay. Something like this. And look, right here on the 3-hour chart, we actually do not have this bearish divergence being printed yet. So that's why I find it always very interesting and important to go over all the different time frames and see where they start to line up. It's very easy to mess something up that way when you're not seeing the whole picture. So 58.6, 58.6, and I know I'm fiddling around. Wow. Okay, that's actually very interesting. Look at that. How are we gonna do this? Okay, I know. I have an idea, guys. I have an idea. Let's do it like this. Voila. And we can remove this one then, because they line up anyway. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the overlapping section with the green box and the orange box, because on the 1-hour chart, remember, this already was an area where potential bearish divergence could take place. On the 3-hour chart, we see actually that they are split in two, where the bigger rejection would actually come from the overlapping section, and we have that similar overlapping area right here on the big volume node. So potentially breaking up and reverting into an uptrend is not going to be an easy feat. I don't say it's impossible. I'm just saying that it's going to be quite a lot harder for the bulls to revert this into an uptrend, and obviously it is going to be for the bears to keep pushing down and down. Especially because we're closing in on the red line right here, and as you guys know, wicking below this red line, sitting at 27,700, depending on which exchange you're using, this is going to really full on initiate the downtrend. This is going to then confirm even the longer period right here as a downtrend. Right now it's actually this section here which is trending down, but breaking below the red line, then we have this entire uptrend right here which is actually going to start to correct. So just to clarify the gravity of each level for which to break and what it implies. So let's do this last one here, 52.5, 52.5, and we have 33,300. So that more or less lines up. Maybe I'm gonna drop it a little bit because actually on the 3-hour chart, this lines up with the EMA, the 200 EMA. So yeah, if this line starts to function as a resistance, clearly, it's gonna be a big one. Good, beautiful. Now, on the 3-hour chart, another thing that I'm starting to notice is that, okay, yeah, we are with the stochastics in the bullish control zone, but looks like slowly the curve is trying to reject this higher area. So that's very interesting as well to keep your eyes on. Now, the local low, let's see, that's the 21.5. 21.5, and this would be sitting, oh my god, at 25,000. Wow. 25,500. Okay. So for the 3-hour chart, we could still be expecting a push to the upside, or at least another attempt to retest some highs. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a higher high, just retest some higher levels. And I would suspect this to be played out here on this large volume node, either this one or this one. We could see at least an attempt to retest some higher highs. So potentially some good areas to take profits if you are in a short, or potentially a good opportunity for you to look for another entry to open a short. That would be what I would be doing. Of course, this is not financial advice. It's just you know, I'm thinking up my strategies out loud so that you guys can follow my reasoning in the madness, right? And that's what it's all about. You know, it's an educational channel rather than a financial channel. It's all about teaching you guys how to be well, what's the highest the push up could go? Well, that's a good question. It depends a little bit on where the support might come in. Maybe, you know, I'm going to, should I? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna extend this area right here, just like that. So potentially, I would be expecting a support area kicking in at the 29,000 and at the more or less 27,000. The lower price reaches down, the lower the push up will be. And I suspect at highest, especially if we break down here, not expecting price to go much higher than 32,500, maybe even here on this volume node around the large area of 31,000. So yeah, still $1,000 difference, but those are the two areas I would be suspecting to create the impenetrable ceiling. But yeah, of course, you know, be careful. Always be careful. Set your limits mentally. Where instead of setting your stop losses, only use stop losses if you really can't stay with your focus on the screen or have a screen open somewhere. That's always a good thing to know that there is a stop loss set somewhere, but don't set it too close to a range, because sometimes we have those kind of liquidity surges where big pockets are trying to push the price a little bit further than intended, especially because we have this huge area of bearish divergence-ness, where bots, algorithms are just gonna kick in harder and harder the higher it goes. Potentially looking at the trend line like this, and this is just an estimation, okay? It's not a rule, but I don't really think that price has a lot of chance to break above this. But yeah, if we break above this, we are also entering the greener area where maybe potentially there could be some more hope. But yeah, all this seems needs to be seen if and when it happens, and also be measured how it happens. Yeah, but now we're looking at the down area, and I think support could kick in around the 29,000, between 29.5 and 28.9 something, or this other volume node right here at the large area of 26,000 to 27,000. Yeah, and then from there, you know, we need to see if price actually really breaks below this area. I'm even going to pull this this box a little bit higher, because literally breaking below this volume node will immediately initiate a move even lower to the 23,000 range. Yeah. So yeah, right now I think the safe trades would be the shorts, because yeah, it's just like an uptrend. If you know the highs are always going to be a little bit higher and you take your position on the way down, sometimes you might end up being a little while with a negative position, but that doesn't matter. As long as you hold on to it, knowing that a higher high is going to be set, eventually you will be making profit again. Okay, so a downtrend, it's basically the same way of trading, but upside down. You know, you try to look for where resistance starts to kick in on the push up, and every time you see a lot of hesitation happening, this should be an area of interest where you want to open a short. Don't go too big. Don't use too much of a leverage, because you want to be able to add up on your position if ultimately it reaches a little bit higher anyway. So on an average, you will have a higher entry on your position. It just averages out. Okay, so you need to think about these things when you think about your strategy and how you are going to get ready to set up for the next move. So yeah, depending on what you're about to do, if you're not in a short right now, I would say just, yeah, either you can take a chance, but your stop loss is gonna have to be at about 34,000, which already is like, yeah, it's a 2,500 move. But yeah, if you're not in a short position, I would just wait it out for now. Just wait for the next move and set up correctly, so that at least you don't have any regrets on that. Or you take a very, very, very tiny position. And if it moves up, then also you know what to do. You'll just add up somewhere here in the orange zone if you see that some resistance is starting to kick in, and you're ready to play the same game. Cool. Cool. Okay, so that's it. Maybe we want to look at the 5-hour chart. What does the 5-hour chart say? You know, I'm not even gonna look at it. The 5-hour chart just confirms downtrend. It just does. You know, local low, lower low right here, local low, lower low right here. All the highs go from high to lower high to lower high to lower high, and the RSI says the same thing. So yeah, okay, let's leave it as it is. All right, guys. This time is going to be a little bit shorter. You know, what more is there to say? I think the chart speaks for itself right now. We're leaning much more towards continuation to the downside. Is it going to be incredibly strong? I have no idea. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that there are going to be bounces. It's not gonna free fall to eternity. You know that it never ever happens like that. There are going to be bounces. There are going to be opportunities to take some profit, to add up to your position, take more profit. Just keep it going like this for as long as you can, and then ultimately, if price turns around, maybe you're gonna have a little bit of a loss, but yeah, Charles, indeed, all the charts they indicate a downtrend. So of course, take it with a grain of salt. Always be careful because the price might be up with a surprise. Yeah, it rhymes, so it has to be true. But yeah, I think probabilities lean a lot more towards continuation to the downside rather than a full-on reversal and continuation of the bull market, all-time highs and rockets to the moon and all that stuff. I think for it really to start to reverse, it's gonna take a little bit more power and more convincing of the bulls, because the way everybody reads those charts, everybody with half a brain should be coming to the same conclusion, and you want to be on the side of the majority trading what they would be trading, right? But yeah, like I said, always be careful. It's mainly risk management over anything else. Okay, it's not playing the lottery. It's not just putting money down and running away or something. It's really risk management. You put something on the table, it is at risk. It's your responsibility to be a good how do you say, a good responsible investor. If you see that the signs are starting to waver to the other direction, you shouldn't be stubborn, and you should be ready to accept that, okay, yeah, maybe I made a boo-boo, maybe it is after all going to go this direction. This is why we set those areas, so that those areas can actually give us a little bit more of an indication and a hint. Yeah, right now, I would literally only start thinking about maybe having made a mistake if price really manages to break to the upside and starts finding support here on the 34,500 area. If this would happen, then maybe we're gonna have to be thinking about a different plan. So right now, don't bet the farm, go easy and slowly, because if we actually start ranging down, there's going to be opportunities where you can actually really start raising your input, raising your position, and going bigger and bigger the more confirmation we get. And if we look at the past, if we look at what the past has brought us, looking here at the bull run of 1817, 18... oh my God. 2017 to 2018, it feels like it feels like it's been 100 years ago, But if we look at what this bull run has brought us, oh, it's code time, guys. Okay, get ready, get your pencils ready, get your app open. Money, money, money. Okay, I don't want to sound like a clown, but sometimes you have to have a little bit of fun, right? So 10 more seconds. Remember, get.instant.com. This is where you redeem the codes. 2, 1, here we go. And the code of today is WO-SK3BW. So WO-SK3BW. Go get your codes, guys. Fill your pockets. I'll wait for you. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking, you guys. You can hear me, right? So as I was saying, the past bull run, what has happened? We had a peak of almost 20,000, and eventually it gotten brought down to $3,000. So how much of a delta is this? It's enormous, guys. It's 85% drop, right? So imagine having an 85% drop from here. This would bring us down to about $6,500, right? Imagine the sea of opportunities during this entire, and this downtrend, it lasted for a year. Okay, don't forget that too. This was from December 2017 until December 2018. 1 year of massive downtrend. So yeah, you did not miss the train. If you're derivatives trader and you do leverage and shorting and stuff, then I would say you're right on the money. This is exactly where you want to get in to start shorting the market like a madman, right? And then on the other hand, the uptrend, the bull run that started in, let's say from last year, from 2018, at the lows, we had a little bit of a bull run that lasted half a year, more downtrend, and then this bull run lasted, it was extremely extended, like 9 months. That's not bad. But yeah, I don't want to fuel the hopium. What I want to do is be a realist, keep my feet on the ground, and yeah, help you guys understand what to look for, so we can all make money off of this madness, this crazy internet money, magic coins. Cool. So yeah, right now just take it easy, take it slowly. Maybe train with small positions, because trading a downtrend, and at first it's gonna feel weird. Really, it's gonna feel weird. You need to push the exact opposite buttons. Instead of entering your position pushing the green button, you're gonna have to enter your position pushing the red button. And then when you want to let go your position, this is where you need to push the green button. So it's upside down. It takes a little bit of getting used to again. This is why I don't like to short and long and short and long. If we're in an uptrend, I'm longing. If we're in a downtrend, I will be shorting. If we're going sideways, again, I will be longing. Okay, so only in a confirmed downtrend is where I will activate the short button to open positions. All the rest for me is just going long and then exiting or taking profit. Sideways, usually I would prefer to exit, because sometimes you will be making a higher high, sometimes it's going to be a lower high, sometimes you're going to be on a higher low, sometimes it's going to be a lower low. Sideways is a little bit tricky, but already not confusing yourself with mixing up the buttons and stuff is going to keep things a little more simple, and it's already hard enough as it is, in my opinion, right? Now, cool. If you guys have some questions, get your questions ready. I need to use the bathroom. I'm so sorry. I will be back in just a little second. Have your questions ready. We're going to do a little Q&A. I think I have 10-15 more minutes to stream. And yeah, then I wish you guys the best of the weekends. And yeah. Awesome, Charles. Okay, have your questions ready. I'll be back in a little minute. All right, we're back. Okay, questions. Have your questions. Um, so yeah, um, during the bear market, I would say is the perfect opportunity to think about expanding your plans, especially looking at new projects and stuff. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin dominance while we're at it, because yeah, seems like the Bitcoin dominance has been pushing down for now. Looking at the chart, because you can analyze this thing just the exact same way. We can see that this here was our telltale sign that the dominance was actually overextended right here. Um, right now on the lows, don't see any issue, just continuation, maybe a little bit more of a push to the upside, but yeah, I think the dominance is going to resettle a little bit. And then maybe we want to have a look at what is it, like some other altcoins. You guys into altcoins still? They're doing really well. Like, look at Link. Linky Dinky has been making another push to the upside. Yeah, potentially if it pushes a little bit further, slight correction to the downside. And I'm looking at the BTC pairing. I don't care about the USD pairing because there's a very limited amount of trading platforms where you can buy all the new, especially the new altcoins and stuff on a USD pair. So, and potentially most of them will be traded on a BTC pair. And this is actually what I care about. On which of those tokens can I make more Bitcoin? Right? It's all about the Bitcoin. For me, especially, and then afterwards, when they really dive down, then, I really, when they dive down, then yeah, it depends what price is more favorable for me. But yeah, selling them, I would look much more at the BTC pairing because this gives you, I think, a more stable read. When you're looking at the USD pairing, there's two factors that come into play: the Bitcoin value over USD and the token's value over Bitcoin, right? So why make it more complicated than it has to be? Like I really strongly keep believing in this expression: keep it simple and stupid, and then at least you have a chance, to wrap your head around it. So Link is looking like it might make more higher highs, depending on the closing of the 12-hour chart here. If we close on a higher high on the RSI, looking good. Potentially maybe a little bit of a pullback, but an opportunity to buy more Linky Dinky. If not, if Link, if this candle capitulates, if this one becomes a red candle, then I think I'm very sad to say, but then Link will be down for at least, the large volume area right here. Let's look at Tron. Tron over BTC has been doing incredibly bad. Like, I haven't seen a chart as bad as this. But, and there's a big J. Lopez but, has been putting in quite some bullish divergences. And potentially I could start to expect Tron to be making at least an attempt to the next area of resistance, being at 140 satoshis. So yeah, if you look at the price right now, 90 satoshis to 140, it's a 50% increase. So yeah, it could be an opportunity right there. Uniswap, the unicorn. Uniswap is up for a correction, I think. because yeah, look at that. We have massive, massive bearish divergence right here. Super clear and obvious, potentially going down to the 20,000 Satoshi area. I think this would be a safe area to look for more uni. So if you're holding uni, maybe you want to cash out a little bit. What else is there? What else is there? Oh, Ave. Ave, 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 Ave Maria. Well, not game over yet, I would say. There's price discovery mode. This candle could really, literally push way, way, way higher than where it is now. But if it closes in this area, or even the 70,000 satoshis or 700,000 satoshis, sorry, I think we're going down for a retest of the lows, maybe even potentially breaking this section here. But look at how short this history is. It's very hard to make a real price prediction on it. As long as there is not enough history, not enough volume and stuff, anything could happen, especially with those new coins. That's why I prefer to trade Bitcoin. I think the chart just speaks much more out of its volume than all these other coins. Those are fun to watch, and if you're lucky to buy in on the lows, they could be quite some money makers. But you know, don't kid yourself. When the train has left the station, look for another one to step on. Now which other is there? Oh, Ren BTC. Yeah, Ren. Mr. Ren, I think Ren is up for a little bit of a stop in its way. Yeah, look at the RSI. We have a higher high over price action, but right here the price is already close to the same level, and look at how far down the RSI chart is right here. This does not even come close, and pushing those last bits up needs actually much more volume than on the way down. So yeah, potentially Ren is going to break like all massive support areas, because there's only this one under its feet. So yeah, potentially yeah, 50% drop down to the lower levels again. So yeah, Ren. Yeah, maybe you want to sell your Ren if you hold any. Cool. Well, yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys have no more questions for me, I'm gonna wrap it up. I wish you guys a very happy weekend. Enjoy your time, spend time with the family, keep each other safe. Look a little bit for on the chart from time to time. Remember, there are some serious areas of potential resistance above the price action. Maybe the green area could start creating a little bit of hope for the bulls, but yeah, in our case, of course, let's hope not. Oh, Charles, yes, okay, you want to see EOS. Okay, EOS. You know, EOS is it's the oddball. EOS over USD has remained like pretty much stable for a long time, going somewhere in between. Yeah, not stable, $2.5, $5, had a peak at $7, $10. But yeah, let's look at the BTC pairing, because yeah, I also hold some EOS. Sometimes I keep forgetting that I do have EOS. You know, but that's the thing with me and altcoins. I try to buy some on all the dips. When it goes down, and then I fill my pockets a little bit, and then I try to forget about it. I'm not really day trading them. Just I have a few shitcoins that I keep my eye on, just to look for a nice opportunity to dump them. Yeah. But yeah, EOS is looking good. EOS is looking mighty strong there. But yeah, if Bitcoin is going down and EOS USD pair is going to hold its price, then basically there's your answer. EOS is just going to become more valuable in lines of what Bitcoin is about to do. But yeah, potentially we have some bearish divergence trying to build up. Oh yeah, right here. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, EOS is gonna have to break at least this level right here in order to see some blue skies. I'm not gonna do the measurement, the readings. It's clear as day, you know. This is the area that needs to be broken. Oh, I'm so sorry. Once EOS is above 1,000 satoshis, is this satoshis or no? It's 10,000 satoshis. Well, you know, 0.0001. Okay, 3 zeros and a 1. So that would be 10,000 satoshis. Yeah. Once we reach above this area, then I think EOS could be in the clear. We could see a little bit of a pushback again down to the 900s, but then after that, could keep going. And, you know, honestly, I hope so. EOS is a really nice project. I know Dan Larimer has left block 1, but that doesn't matter, because even on the launch of EOS, and everybody and their mother, they have been cringing on the fact that, oh, it's rewards time. It's rewards time. So get your pencils ready, open get.incent.com and have at least the last bit of tokens on me, guys. Yes. And, you know, once we filled out the code, I will keep chatting a little bit about EOS. I have my 5 cents about this. So 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So the code for now would be WO-NQWAP. So WO-NQWAP. All right, go redeem your tokens. And in the meanwhile, I'll just talk a little bit about EOS and what I think about it. On the launch, a lot of people were very negative about the fact that the EOS token was first released on the Ethereum blockchain, but this was not the official EOS token. This was just a token that put you in the pre-sale of the token, and then afterwards it was the community and the potential block producers that had to launch the actual EOS network. The EOS network was not even running on the pre-sale. So then Larimer set this thing up so that, you know, the community could just take the project and actually start building on it. So it's a real 100% decentralized open source for the community, by the community platform. And everybody was telling me, like, don't buy EOS, it's an exit scam. But I've seen what Dan Larimer already made in the past with, what is it, Bitstamp and, no, not Bitstamp, BitShares and all that stuff. So, you know, I took a gamble at it, and it turned out to work. Now Dan Larimer is leaving Block One. So what's the issue with that? You know, Dan Larimer was not responsible for the actual launch of the platform. He has never been responsible over what what kind of dApps were going to be built on EOS. He was helping out a little bit, getting it kick-started and making some dApps with Block One, but now he's moving on to other things. Is this a bad thing? No, we have a system that is running, and the beauty of it is that EOS actually works for free. You don't need to pay transaction fees. It goes really fast. The only issue there was the governance, and the block producers that were actually not managing to get along, if we can say it like this. So that was the big issue with EOS. But apart from that, I think EOS is a beautiful system. It could have so much potential, and if eventually DeFi starts to migrate to EOS or Tron, which also has very low transaction fees and high throughput and stuff, I think they are the superior smart chain, smart contract blockchains. I tried my hand at DeFi on Ethereum, and if you're not ready to put in a lot of money in a platform or a project that is still in a beta and where you put money at risk, you don't want to be putting too much of your capital in it. Transaction fees are through the roof. I think for the transaction and the whole deal to get some tokens on a DeFi platform and start yielding, I had to pay like over $80 in transaction fees. Come on, how much money would you have to put in for this to be worth it? Like at least a couple of thousand, because you want to get at least your transaction fees out of it on your returns. Right, so that's my 2 cents. This is why I still really hold my EOS, and every chance I get, I will be buying a little bit more. But this is, of course, this is my opinion. You guys should have your own opinion on things. But yeah, feel free to comment in the comments section. I love to read comments. I answer each and every one of you always. But wait for the actual video to be posted. Don't comment here in the live video because they become invisible. I prefer to have the actual videos on my stream. Cool. So this is it. Thank you very much for joining, guys. See you again. See you back tomorrow, 12:30 UTC. Like always, be there. I'll be square. We'll have some nice updates for the rest of the weekend, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look. What is Bitcoin doing? Yeah, probably a little bit of an anemic bounce up because here on the short term, we have a little bit of a lower low over a higher low, but this is short term. I think this will just be another push, maybe an opportunity to get some more shorts and get ready for the rest of the winter. But yeah, I'm very happy that you guys were here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Saturday, and yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.